Hello, this is Doc Progeny here. Today I'm going to show how to use the dashboard view of Progeny. I've had a few questions from users about how to use this. They've seen it on some of my previous demos and wonder, how do I get it? Okay, well, for those of you using the web version, you may have seen this already, but it's also available on the client version, the desktop installed version. So how do you get it and what can you do with it? Well, here I am, I'm logged into Progeny 10. This isn't the web version, this is the PC installed client. You can see here as I've logged in, I've got a number of icons. It's quite pretty, quite easy to use. It's very easy for a new user to sort of get to grips with Progeny using the dashboard. It's also very good because it doesn't give you the power features that you don't want all users to have. Also, it has workflows, so let's have a look at the new pedigree workflow, for example. So let's give this pedigree a name. Let's call it Dr. Progeny. Specify the gender of a proband and click next. And then it's going to ask you a number of questions about the structure of a family. So number of brothers, number of sisters, sons, daughters, paternal uncles, paternal aunts, and maternal aunts and maternal uncles. So I filled that out, and then the second I click next, what Progeny is going to go and do, it's going to crunch through that data and actually create your pedigree for you. And so here we are, pedigree is created. You can add to that pedigree, of course. Oh, I mustn't add more than one father, and so forth. So you can add the mother and father on there like so. And you can also click through, save a pedigree, open up for data sheets, do all the usual things that you normally do in Progeny. Okay, so how do I get this? Where do I create this? Just to show you as a dashboard user, as you click off from a pedigree, takes you straight back to the dashboard. Okay, and at the end of this, you can exit. So how do I set that up? Well, this is all set up in the PC installed client like so. I'm going to open up Progeny again. And this time I'm going to log in as the Progeny user. So let's go to where this is all handled. It's handled here under administration, user maintenance, and if we go and look at this dash user, you'll see the standard things like the security, the licensing model, what they can use. Here is the important tab. For most users, when they're created, it'll set off and default to this use full Progeny client. What we're using in this case is the dashboard client, and you can see the options checked become the buttons that are shown on the dashboard. So new pedigree, update pedigree, new individual, and so forth. And you can also see here I've set up standard folders for these individuals and pedigrees to be created in. Okay, so that's great. I've shown you how that's created. What about, let's actually do a new one. So I'm going to create a dash user 2. I'm going to give it a temporary password. Like so, and I'm going to click add. So then I come up to the top, click on that user, and you'll see I'm still on the same tab here. Standard goes straight to that useful Progeny client. That's this view of Progeny that we're seeing here. Well, let's switch that, and this time I'm only going to allow people to work with pedigrees. I'm going to specify the cancer pedigrees folder. Of course, these will be your own folders that you'll see here. I'm also going to check the licensing, that looks fine. I'm going to make it a user of this group, and then I'm just going to click exit. So we've now got that new user created, and then I'm going to show exactly what happens when we log in. So this time I'm going to log in with dash user 2. Of course, first time you log in, Progeny is going to prompt you to change that password. Here you go. Password expired. Please enter a new one. Like so. And then yeah, here you go. You're back into the dashboard view of Progeny. This time, however, just those two particular buttons. So you can see you can set it up, customize it to different users, give users more features or less features, and obviously over time you can add features. You can add features on to users who are developing their uses of Progeny. It's a nice power feature. It really lets users get started quickly, and I hope you like it. If anyone's got any questions, just drop me a line.